Hi, I hope you have a good day. It's pretty clear that Miami is going to win. This has turned into a very boring football game. Uh, I enjoyed seeing all the turnovers, and again, Dak was on rhythm, and the Cowboys' defense is to be reckoned, and uh, the Cardinal defense is for real, and the New York Jets defense is a top five defense. So in a way, uh, what I feel is Dak going up against the Jets defense, and Cardinal defense was pretty much playing like top five. Now that game was very, very, very weird because like the first half, Cardinals kicker misses the field goal, and then kind of what the Giants looked like was they were still in a hangover, and then once the hangover was over, then they started playing football. I mean, they played like they were hungover in the first half. Uh, Cardinals have tanked the football game today. I've said they were tanking, and I was wondering what the hell was going on for a second. What are you guys doing? You're actually trying to win a football game. And then the Giants came back. So now we know the Texans lost to the Colts. Hopefully, Richardson can play in week 3 against Baltimore. We didn't see the over this week for Lawrence against Mahomes, but maybe next week. Anthony Richardson and the same dual threat kind of ability that we see with Lamar Jackson, that just maybe we see a dynamic a dynamic shootout, hopefully. So if you don't get the dynamic shootout this week with Trevor Lawrence against Patrick Mahomes, then maybe next week, if Anthony Richardson is healthy and the Colts, um, I don't think they're 2-0. I don't think, but well, they could have been 2-0, but they scored very quick with Anthony Richardson. So it doesn't matter, anywhere from 50 to 60. The Colts are going to score a lot of points, and Baltimore Ravens have put a lot of points too on the scoreboard. I don't think the Colts defense is that great, but um, as long as Houston loses and the Cardinals get the top 5 draft pick, I mean that is what's happening. Is they're purposely losing as many games as can be so they can get the top pick in the draft. David Blow was a much better option at backup quarterback. So is Colt McCoy. Now, Dobbs did have his fair share of plays. I think Dobbs threw the game. The defense threw the game. Monty Olsenford, general manager of the Arizona Cardinals, is a mad, sly, evil, wicked genius. We wanted to lose if nothing was expected for the Cardinals next year. The Texans would have won the football game, and the Colts would have been higher in the draft pecking order than the Arizona Cardinals, who own the Houston Texans draft pick. They have to go up against a Jaguars team that will be motivated to quickly forget about Kansas City and try to win a ball game and try to keep up with the Tennessee Titans. So the defense was lights out in the first half, and they were lights out in the first half, It's just very weird because I mean the Giants just looked like a team that was completely hungover, and the hangover was over at halftime, and then they were able to exert uh, some energy. But the Cardinals did take the game. Well, they're already going to pay Kyler Murray. There isn't going to be any Cardinals taking Caleb Williams. There's none of that. Uh, the way how Justin Fields is turning out in Chicago, don't be surprised if Caleb Williams goes to the Chicago Bears. Uh, that's fake news. Caleb Williams has a few teams where he can go to. It includes Chicago Bears. Uh, Murray Magic is going to be a big time player for the Cardinals, especially with Hollywood Brown, his teammate from Oklahoma, with the Oklahoma Sooners, while they were back in college football. So I've got Hollywood Brown, CJ Conley. Conley comments on the LeBron videos. So I'm in his fantasy football league and I'm kicking ass. I lost by 15 points last week. I have the Bills and the Cowboys defense. I have Dak Prescott in the mod tax in the mod is measly 6 points last week. It didn't matter anyways. I've had a huge fantasy football victory week. Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield. That's looking great. The Bears are just a bunch of Kleenexes. They're such a soft defense and run back from the Bills. The Raiders are still kind of soft. The Raiders still have some unanswered questions as we about to go live for Sunday football. 173 points, 177 looks like. I've got left is the kicker for the Dolphins, Sanders. Cowboy defense with a bargain, mamma mia. The Cowboy defense can shut out the Cardinals next week, hopefully. It's very weird, but I hope the Cowboys torture the Cardinals next week. 'Cause, I think Cardinals gonna bring the heat to Dak, hopefully. But this is by far the best team the Cardinals will face all year long. I think Cardinals will lose to the Cowboys and win one out of two against San Francisco. They're gonna beat San Francisco when Murray comes back. Let's see. I think if Murray got hurt, yeah, San Fran won both games. Yep, they did. They did. But there's going to be a bunch of tributes to Super Bowl 30 next week. Cowboys going to start 3-0. So Cowboys get trounced Cardinals. I've predicted 6 touchdowns for uh, Dak after 3 weeks. He scored in the first quarter. His touchdown pass, it didn't occur in the second quarter. But I think Dak got 3 touchdowns today. Well, I was predicting 3 for this week and 3 for next week, but I won't be surprised to see Dak throw 4 touchdowns against Cardinals next week. It didn't matter this week, but probably go start Dak next week against Cardinals because he's very familiar with Jonathan Gannon from his time with the Eagles. So uh, there's that. Well, as far as the Dolphins goes, no. Nick Gobini, the first round draft pick, the cornerback. The Cowboys made a trade with the Dolphins. Uh, he picked up the ball and returned it for the touchdown. He didn't get the block. He picked up the football, returned it 58 yards. But um, it's just a psyop. I mean, Buffalo's 27, Miami's 27. Just Wyoming Cowboys. Josh Allen against the Cowboys. Miami will lose to Buffalo. Miami will beat the Chiefs, but then people are gonna be all high on the Dolphins when the playoffs come. I mean, this game was one of the easiest games to predict all week long because Miami has to be undefeated. Oh, Miami won 2-1. It's just a quarterback jinx. It's not a Dan Marino thing. It's a Miami thing. Honestly, it's a Miami thing. It's not a Dan Marino thing. It's a Miami thing. What is going on? Is Tua wearing the number 13 like Dan Marino? Is his number retired? Number 13 in Miami, the bad luck. What is going on? It's the superstitions with the number 13. That's what it is. Well, he's not our one, but anyway, his name Gematria is 13. He's supposed to be the next Dan Marino. That's uh that's what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be the next Dan Marino. So the Dolphins, nah. Uh Buffalo, yeah. I mean, Tua, you get injured against the Cowboy defense. I cannot think about Miami because the Diggs brothers, that's the storyline they want right there. Oh, a 2 minute warning. We're getting close here. How the Patriots can do on this drive? What flag are they calling right now? They call holding. They call holding. That's a big penalty. Cannot commit a hold. Oh yeah. Cardinals are taking. They're about to win Super Bowl 59. Conway against Lamar Jackson. If the NFL really is rigged wrestling, then I can totally see it happening that way. Rigged wrestling. Rigged, 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 rigged wrestling. They take the football game. I mean, some German quarterback from the Cleveland Browns. I mean, it was not a surprise. It was not. It was not. It was not a surprise at all. All I know is Dak is ready to win the Super Bowl. Okay, there's going to be some tributes with Tempe and Super Bowl 30 in the next game. That cannot be denied or undisputed. Dak will. We've seen the 40 in play. 40 to nothing, 40 combined points, 40 life path. We've seen 40 for 2 straight weeks. You just can't ignore the 40 right there. As far as 6 touchdowns in 3 games goes, that'd be perfect. So is Dak going to go throw 6 touchdowns? I think he can. If this team continues its tank form, then why not? Why not? I mean, how many fantasy points did Daniel Jones have today? I mean, the game was rigged. Cardinals look like best defense in the league, and then it's no clue how to stop this guy whatsoever. Well, I wanted them to lose. I wanted them to lose. It's not looking good for them to lose at the start, but I'm glad they did. Which is they are tanking. They went in a prevent. He was throwing 70% completion. Riggs scripted. Daniel Jones 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Las Vegas 23. So his stats completely synced up with the gematria of this year's Super Bowl side, which is over at Las Vegas. 18. Why are you going for a 2 point conversion at halftime? I mean, it just does not make any sense. Of of course, Vegas is 18 and Bills is 18, then they just won 18 because they have a story to tell about Cowboys winning the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. I mean, they have a story to tell. And they did not even try to win that. The Houston Texans have lost. The Cardinals own the Texans. They're going to be picking number one and number two. So, if you're a Cardinals tank, then yeah, roll with Dak. Buffalo defense is an option, but I've had the Dallas defense for 2 straight weeks, and I think the Dallas defense has gotten over 20 points in 2 straight weeks. I mean, they're just making it rain as far as the turnovers goes. I mean, this is going to be a sign what's going to happen to the running quarterback, Jalen Hurts, and the scrub quarterback who you're not going to beat the Cowboys throwing for under 200 yards. You know who you're talking about. This little Brock Purdy scrub quarterback was a pussy ass bitch. Oh, I got hurt. I cannot come back into the NFC title game. I mean, he doesn't want to go play a series or two and leave the game. I mean, he's a soft quarterback. He didn't even want to try to play through pain. This guy's a pussy ass bitch. That's how Brock Purdy is. He ain't shit in my eyes. He don't know how to play through the pain to get the game, to make it to the Super Bowl. He a scrub ass quarterback. You never know how to deal with real pain like Dak Prescott did. I don't think he would have given up that easy. Again, he did not have as big of an injury as Dak Prescott did. He did not. He's a scrub quarterback. How many yards can he really average per game? The scrub ass Brock Purdy is rookie year, okay? 9 games. He can only average 153 passing yards per game. He averages 153 passing yards per game. But cokeheads out there want to say, oh, the nuts Tom Brady. The nuts Tom Brady, Brock Purdy. He is the last pick in the draft. He's not the number one pick like Kyler Murray is. They're trading draft picks all over the place. This team is old. The Cowboys are a young team. The Cowboys have gotten younger. That's what you need to compete for the Super Bowl, to get younger and to not get injury prone. You're just not going to buy the Super Bowl in free agency. That ain't happening. Only the Rams can do that for 1 year because that Super Bowl was rigged because of social distancing and the COVID pandemic. It's like Tom Brady in Tampa. That was all rigged too. That's all rigged as well. But here we are. What was the stat line against the Rams? Scrub quarterback, 206 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. So 206 yards and no touchdowns and no interceptions. What are you? You're Rex Grossman. You're Trent Dilfer. That's all you are. That's all you are. You're not Dak Prescott. All you are is Trent Dilfer. That is all he is. He ain't worth a damn in this league. He ain't worth a damn. Scrub quarterback. He ain't even have 20 touchdowns in his career. He's scrub quarterback. He never ever scored 20 points in a playoff game. But that's a quarterback. We nice in the promised land. This is why you need to draft Kyler Murray. The Niners screwed up big. They didn't need Nick Bosa. They have situational pass rushers anyways. And Nick Bosa's not a guy who's going to bring you over to the Super Bowl. That's Kyler Murray. not Nick Bosa. We see how much he's worth when his quarterback leaves the game. No, you need transformers. You need transformers at the top of the draft. That's the reality. There's no transformers for the 49ers against the Dallas Cowboy defense. Niner fans blame injuries, all that. Are they going to scapegoat their coach? They're going to blame the refs and not blame old Kyle Shanahan for giving up all their first round draft picks for Trey Lance and now Christian McCaffrey. This guy better win you the Super Bowl. This team has more pressure to win than the Dallas Cowboys at the height of the hour. And they are a joke. They will not let the Niners win at the Radio Stadium. Not when they're a division rival. Not when they are a opposite conference rival. That ain't happening, my amigo. That ain't not happening. So I know the Niners are not winning, but everyone is quick to say 49ers are winning the Super Bowl. Not until every team in the NFC West wins the Super Bowl. This is how I know the Niners will never ever win a Super Bowl until every team in the division has won the Super Bowl since the realignment of 2002. So the Seahawks have won Super Bowl 48. The Rams have won Super Bowl 56. So we're waiting on Murray Magic and the Cardinals. That's who we're waiting on. So 49ers are fool's gold. Lots of suckers out there think the 49ers will win the Super Bowl. Gold rush is over. The gold mines have dried up. You can't find them anymore. Rigged scripted reenactment of the gold rush. This is how Bay Area sports are rigged. Now, the Giants, the Warriors, all of it. The Niners in the 80s, it's all rigged. It's all rigged scripted hoax. Reenactment of the gold rush. That's what it comes down to. Well, Tua get the 13 points at the half. Yeah, Bama quarterback. Bama 31-13. Of course, Marino Ward number 13. So we'll see what they got. Dolphins should be able to, run in for a first down and kick a field goal or something. End around. Good design. Patriots have lost this football game already. The Constitution Day, Patriots. Well, who violated the Constitution? The insurrectionist traitors. Donald Trump and the Republican Party are not traitors. They're not the party about law and order, are they? Law and order. Not at all. They wanted to usurp the Constitution on January the 6th. That's why the Patriots are not winning the football game. Because they don't believe in Constitution or law and order or any of that. All they believe is giving Donald Trump political power through any means possible, including violating the Constitution. You call timeout, coach, and get the touchdown. Get the touchdown against the Patriots. That's why the Patriots cannot win tonight. Well, number one, the Miami Dolphins are a much better team. Number two, we don't have Patriots ever since Donald Trump became in office. We have people who commit insurrection. So 40% of the country are a bunch of traitors. Independents and people on the left, they're not traitors because Democrats didn't commit insurrection after Donald Trump won in 2016. Even hypothetically speaking, if Joe Biden were to lose, the Democrats would never, ever attempt an insurrection. They never, ever would. Dolphins can score a touchdown. Former Patriot draft pick sets up first and goal. Storylines. Chick on the right is smiling. The one on the left was not happy at all. Was really hoping the Patriots would stop him out. I mean, this is easy. Matt Jones just some scrub backup quarterback. Still did better than the whiners and Lance. I mean, he's a joke. Lance is a joke. Trey Lance will get the wild card formation, the wildcat formation. Yeah, it's the wildcat formation. What the hell happened to the Washington football team today? What is going on?
Formation at the top of the screen. A lot of picks will be forthcoming here. Out of timeouts. Clock starts. 2 of us. Throws. Touchdown.
Easy touchdown.
No deep balls for him, but he gets straight a beautiful 2-minute drive. And the Dolphins.
Mac Jones sucks. Cowboys, that's another victory.
This is just tremendous play calling right here. So you're going to get the motion outside. So the outside guy goes, but look how far inside Duggar is. There's no way he could cover Tyreek Hill. So the motion that they did set up the perfect situation for Tyreek Hill to get that completion in the touchdown.
Jason Sanders has the extra point. It is 17.
This game is over. Boring game. The night is now over.
You're going to get the motion out there, which really leaves